If they never asked for your side of the story, then the side they heard is exactly how they feel about you. Never explain yourself to people who are already dedicated to misunderstanding you. Curiosity is a form of respect. When somebody does not even ask, they are telling you they already made up their mind about who you are. Silence on their end is not confusion, it is a decision. They chose to believe a version of you that fits their comfort, and they are not interested in updating that version with new information. Explaining yourself to somebody like that does not bring clarity. It drains you and delays your peace. They were never planning to change their mind. Your explanation was always going to bounce off them. Not everyone deserves access to your truth, especially the ones who listen only to respond, not to understand. The ones who already have their verdict written before you finish your first sentence. People who actually want the truth seek it out. They ask questions. They check their assumptions. They do not rely on gossip, half stories, or whatever the loudest person in the room told them about you. When somebody chooses misunderstanding, no amount of explaining will suddenly make them fair to you. They are not interested in being fair. They are interested in being right about the version of you they already invented. That version is more comfortable for them than the real one. The real one might force them to admit they were wrong, and most people would rather lose a relationship than lose an argument. That is when self-respect steps in and says, I do not need to convince you to see me correctly. Let people believe what they want to believe about you. Save the energy. The ones who actually matter will ask before they decide. They will listen before they conclude. They will care enough to get it right. The rest of them were never meant to hold your truth in the first place. Stop trying to hand it to people who keep dropping it on purpose. Take it back. Keep walking. According to psychology, if a woman carries these 5 traits, you're looking at a genuinely good woman, and they're far rarer than you'd think. The first one, she's almost always on her own. And not because she hates people or can't get along with them. It's because she discovered something most people never figure out. That peace is quieter, softer, and far more honest in solitude than it ever is in a crowd. She doesn't need constant company because she's finally comfortable with exactly who she is when no one's around to perform for. The second, she overthinks just about everything. Life, people, her own mistakes, old heartbreaks. None of it gets to just pass through quietly. Her mind never fully stops analyzing, and she feels everything far more deeply than the people around her ever notice, replaying moments that others forgot the second they happened. Psychology has a name for it: empathic sensitivity. The third, she reads people like open books. One look, one sentence, and she's already quietly decoded your real intentions underneath the words. She catches the shifts in energy, the little changes in tone, the hidden patterns, usually before you've even finished your sentence. The fourth, she doesn't trust easily, and it has nothing to do with being cold. It's because she's already seen too many masks slip, too many promises curdle into lies, too many people who swore they'd stay forever and disappeared anyway. And the fifth, the most important one of all, she has suffered more than you could begin to imagine. And instead of letting it turn her bitter and reaching for revenge, she chose silence. Instead of slamming her heart shut for good, she somehow kept it open. If this is you reading this right now, then understand something. You're built different, and the world doesn't make many like you. I wrote about this in my book, the kind of woman who's built different and rarely gets credit for it.